one of the most complicated jobs today. And I'm not even going to go into the social media aspect of that job. It demands a broad knowledge of subject matter, curriculum, and standards, enthusiasm, a caring attitude, a love of learning, knowledge of discipline and classroom management techniques, and a desire to make a difference in the lives of young people. Great teachers are the unsung heroes of our lives. More than mere educators, they don't just dictate facts and check spelling. They demand the best from their students. They challenge and motivate them, going the extra mile so that their students can go the extra mile and beyond. Tonight is about the future and the past as to how our heroes come together in so many ways and have made all the difference in their students' lives. Now please welcome our Master of Ceremony student tonight, Mr. Grayson Greiner.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Again, welcome to our 11th annual My Teacher, My Hero Awards Gala. When we talk about a good teacher, we are talking about someone who has made an impact on students' lives. A great teacher is someone who teaches about substance and trains students as consumers of knowledge. It's about doing your best to be at the top of your field, reading sources inside and outside of your areas of expertise, and being at the leading edge as often as possible. But knowledge is not confined to just scholarly journals. A good teacher is also about bridging the gap between theory and practice. It's about leaving the ivory tower and immersing oneself in their fields, talking to, consulting with, and assisting practitioners, and being a liaison to their communities. Tonight we will honor some of those teachers who have made a difference in students' lives in 10 different categories.
And to tell you more about the teachers tonight, please welcome Najni Michelle, Danielle Kennedy, and Maria Urello.
Good evening. Sir John Lubbock, an archaeologist, businessman, and writer, said the important thing is not so much that every child should be taught, as that every child should be given the wish to learn.
Teachers can start by being careful of what they think about students, because their attitudes become their words become their actions become their habits become not only their destiny, but help shape the destinies of the students who are being taught. Benjamin Franklin said, "Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I may remember. Involve me and I learn."
Brad Henry said, "A good teacher can inspire hope, ignite imagination, and instill a love of learning." Think of what Dan Rather said. The dream begins with a teacher who believes in you, who tugs and pushes, and leads you to the next plateau, sometimes poking you with a sharp stick called truth.
All right. Our first award is Passion for Students Award. Our presenters for this category are Veltina Estevern, Zakiah Smith, and Aniver Castro.
Good evening. The Passion for Students Award, presented to a teacher who motivates students to learn. The teacher has a passion for the craft and conveys that passion to the student.
These teachers have impacted, influenced, and inspired students because they have the passion for teaching students. And the nominees are Dorn Gordon, David Sellepack. And Sophia Simmons.
And the winner of the Passion for Students Award is Dorn Gordon.
I want to first thank my principal. You know, it's an honor. I've been doing this for the past 16 years, and the passion is as strong as it was when I started as it is today. And I'm thankful to my students who recognize the passion in me or the desire that I have for them to be lifelong learners and to be able to matriculate to the next level, not just, getting their education to be successful in high school, but to be successful in life. So I'm thankful that they, recognize my goal or my desires and, are able to let it live in them. So again, thank you.
The next award is Empathy for Students Award. Please welcome Tierra Lark, Stephanie Langlois, and Rakeem Williams.
Good evening. The Empathy for Students Award is presented to a teacher who is willing to give of her or himself and be accessible to students. He or she has the ability to care with a personal touch beyond the classroom. In many instances, this teacher will listen to personal problems, most of which impede learning, and will help the students work them out.
As a student, we are not vessels to be filled, but lamps to be lit. There are some students who appear detached. They act as if they just don't care what teachers think of them. These students need you. They need you to show them that you do care, that they matter to you. Students won't care about learning or about how much you know until students know how much teacher cares for them. And the nominees are Kelly Lambert Myszkowski, Antonio Lloyd, and Nicole Mendenhall.
And the winner for the award for Empathy for Students is Antonio Lloyd.
I would like to first thank Dr. Banks and the award gala and everything that you guys have done for us. I would also like to thank my principal, Dr. George Lockhart at Lakeworth High School. And it's amazing because I didn't expect to win, let alone expect to be nominated for such a prestige title as Empathy for Students. But it's important that students know that we care. And a lot of times as a science teacher, they hate science. And we have that barrier that we have to get over, that they understand that, hey, it goes beyond this because science is a life learning goal, regardless of whatever you think. And I believe that if teachers also just show, students that they care, to hear their problems, sometimes it can be interesting. But nonetheless, they'll be able to, learn a lot better. They'll be able to adhere to those goals. And trust me, in science, they need to hear those goals. And I appreciate it and thank them very much for the nomination.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next presenters are Maya Banks, Leeds Antoine, and Charles Stacy. They will be presenting the Effective Discipline Award.
Good evening. The word effective discipline is given to a teacher who knows that discipline is the most difficult and unpleasant part of any teacher's job. When teachers effectively communicate rules, set high expectations, and provide frequent feedback, the need of discipline will likely be infrequent.
Betty Davis said, "Discipline is a symbol of caring for a child. Discipline is guidance. If there's love, there's no such thing as being too tough with a child." And the nominees are Mary Carstarphen, Maria Morrison, and Keshia Tux Riley.
John Ron said, "Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments." The winner of the Effective Discipline Award is Keshia Tux Riley.
First, giving honor to God, who is the head of my life. I want to say thank you. I do believe without discipline, our kids are lost. So thanks to Mrs. Banks, Palm Beach Lakes High School, my faculty members, and the students that nominated me. Thank you.
And now to present the Intellectual Humor Award, please join me in welcoming Flolang Francois, Byron Brown, and Joseph Montesir.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good teaching is about humor. This is very important. It's about being self-deprecating and not taking yourself too seriously. It's often about making innocuous jokes, mostly at your own expense, so that the ice breaks and the students learn in a more relaxed environment, where you, like them, have your own share of faults and shortcomings.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The nominee are the bridge for students. When a teacher uses humor, it is a powerful means of gaining rapport with the students. The nominees for the Good Intellectual Humor Award is David Kaitz, John Palardis, and Paul Razza.
There is nothing, I really do mean nothing, like a teacher who could turn a serious or sensitive matter into humor. Humor relaxes the learning atmosphere and makes students feel more in touch with the teacher. Feeling more in touch with the teacher leads to better performances in class. The winner of this award, ladies and gentlemen, is David Kaitz.
Wow, this is absolutely terrific. I don't think I can top anything that the students have been saying. They speak so beautifully. I will say this, though. Someone once told me, if you find a job that you love, you will never work a day in your life. And I truly believe that. I have fun every single day, and I hope I share that with my students. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Here to present the Educational Visionary Award are Danica Jean, Gregory Dozier, and Nyoka Fowler.
Good evening, everyone. The educational visionary is a teacher who will not allow the lack of educational materials and or unlimited space for him or her to achieving goals for students. The teacher knows the material and presents it well in spite of any obstacles in the way. The visionary is a role model for students, letting them know that despite any obstacles in the way, success can be achieved.
Every success begins with a dream within the heart and mind of an individual. Within that same heart and mind, a dream can also die. These teachers being honored tonight help students to hope and dream of a greater success for themselves and to help keep those dreams alive. They are dream makers, not dream breakers. The nominees for the Educational Visionary Award are Joshua Borthwick, Robert Hart, Jr., and Todd Morey.
Winston Churchill once said, "The empire of the future are the empires of the mind." And the winner is Robert Hart, Jr.
First of all, giving honor and praise to Almighty God. It's been a long time. 33 years when I look back over my life. You know, when you're an ESE teacher, you're supposed to look down on, you know. They don't think much of ESE teachers. They put you on the back ladder. But then our kids are just important than the normal kids. And I tell my kids, you are normal. Stand for something. Get a vision. Just stand for something. Don't fall for anything. And then God will be with you, see you through. And I look around in the Glades, I look around in other places in West Palm, I see the kids that I've taught, they got jobs. That's something that's wonderful, that's good. Like I tell them every time I run into them. So I take this honor, I accept this honor for my kids, for they're good children. Thank y'all for this, I appreciate it.
Let's give another round of applause to our teachers who've been honored so far today. And I also want to give another shout out to the students backstage who are still nervous. One young lady said, I messed up, didn't I? I'm like, nope, you're standing on this stage tonight. We know that a lot of teenagers aren't in the right place on a Saturday night. Tonight, we can be proud to know that we have teenagers here in our county that are making a difference. And I want to make them know that it doesn't matter if you mess up, because you definitely have support here. And now, the person we've been waiting to hear from tonight, Lee Daniels is an Academy Award nominated filmmaker whose work is trademarked by authenticity and candor, providing audiences with a unique and refreshing experience and character insight with each of his projects. Boom, 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 boom. In 2013, he released the critically acclaimed box office smash, Lee Daniels' The Butler, an epic drama set against the political backdrop of 20th century America that tells the story of Cecil Gaines, an African-American butler who served at the White House during 7 presidential administrations between 1957 and 1986. The film, released in August 2013, held a #1 box office spot for 3 consecutive weeks and has to date grossed over $175 million worldwide. Daniels is widely known for his Academy Award-winning film, Precious, based on the novel Push by Sapphire. The film was adapted from the New York Times best-selling novel. It was nominated for 6 Academy Awards, including nominations for Daniels in the category of Achievement in Directing and Best Motion Picture of the Year, and wins in the categories of Best Performance by an Actress in a Supporting Role and Best Writing Adapted Screenplay. Daniels was the first African American to be nominated for a Directors Guild of America Award for Outstanding Directorial Achievement in Feature Film on behalf of Precious. The film won both the Grand Jury Prize and Audience Award in the U.S. Dramatic Competition at the 2009 Sundance Film Festival, only the 3rd film in festival history to do so. It was also nominated for 3 Golden Globe Awards, including Best Picture Drama, and was nominated for 8 NAACP Image Awards, 6 of which it won, in categories including Outstanding Motion Picture and Outstanding Directing in a Motion Picture, theatrical or television. The film also garnered a total of 5 2010 Independent Spirit Awards, including Best Feature and Best Director. Shadow Boxer marked Daniels' directorial debut following the film's world premiere at the Toronto International Film Festival. Daniels was also nominated for the New Directors Award at Daniels' production company. Lee Daniels Entertainment made its feature film debut with Monsters Ball, making Daniels the sole African-American producer of an Oscar-winning and Oscar-nominated film. Daniels also produced The Woodsman, which was nominated for 3 Independent Spirit Awards. In 2012, he released The Paperboy, which he wrote, directed, and also produced. The film, which stars Matthew McConaughey, Zac Efron, John Cusack, and Nicole Kidman, is based on the 1995 novel by Peter Dexter that centers on a reporter and his younger brother who investigate the events surrounding a murder to exonerate a man on death row. The film premiered at the 2012 Cannes Film Festival and was released by Millennium Entertainment. Now, Daniels is currently working on the hit television series Empire for Fox, for which he wrote and directed the plot and serves as a producer on the series. This 1-hour family drama, some serious drama, is set in the world of a hip-hop empire that features both original and contemporary music. Terrence Howard, Taraji P. Henson star, and the show premiered in January 2015 and has continuously been breaking records for increasing its ratings and total viewers every week since its debut. Daniels also recently signed an overall development deal with Fox Television, where he will continue to create, develop, write, direct, and supervise new projects under his Lee Daniels Entertainment banner. His first project under the deal will be Star, a show centered around 3 women in a musical group in Atlanta. Now, please direct your attention towards the screens.
Name was who she was. But I told her, fame is a trip. It ain't love like a lot of people think. But she wouldn't listen.
There's a war inside my head.
You've been through 6 foster families in the last 2 years.
Broken.
You're a thief, habitual liar.
You think it's any easy on the outside? Do you even have anywhere to go?
First thing I'm gonna do is go get my sister.
It took 5 years for your ass to show up. You used to say we were gonna be famous.
You still sing?
Yeah, I still sing.
I got a plan. I met this girl on Instagram. She grew up in foster care, and everything she's been through is in her voice. And we need to get in the studio.
So you want me to open up your trust fund for some white trash you met on the internet?
I need to make music that feeds my soul. Damn, girl. You're straight off a page of Vogue. We're gonna start in Atlanta.
Where we gonna live?
There's this lady named Miss Carlotta. She's been writing letters to social services saying she's our godmother.
She been looking for you and your sister a long time.
'Cause just when I was about to give up, I heard Jesus said, change gon' come one day.
We heard Atlanta has a crazy music scene, and we're starting a girl group.
Your mother and I had the same dream. I'm trying to keep you from getting hurt.
I can't get hurt anymore. You know exactly what I've been through.
The minute I heard that girl sing, it made me feel we got the makings of a supergroup.
Stay away from those girls.
We gotta stick together. Prove to these people they don't know anything.
You know it's late today.
Here we are. That looks good.
It does.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Lee Daniels.
I learned more about myself tonight than I had before. Wow, that's a lot. I felt like I'm old. I left my speech on the plane. So God is good. He's going to look over me and not embarrass myself tonight. God is good, and it's a good reason that I'm here. Boy, you know, you get so disconnected. Thank you so much, Dr. Banks, for having me here. This is a wonder. You know, I have a secret. Well, Dr. Banks here has sort of cornered me and says she wants to be on the show. She wants to play Cookie's grandmother. And she's mentioned it 7 times so far. I've counted. And Dr. Banks, I think you're gonna beat me up if I don't put you on that show. I really do. Talk about discipline award. I have a secret. I got a secret I got to tell you that I haven't shared with anyone yet, and that is that when I was a kid, my desire, my secret ambition, my dream was to become a teacher. It's crazy, and I'm reminded here as I watch these students tonight talk about the importance of the teachers, how important it is, and why it was that I wanted to be a teacher. People forget, you know, I make a little bit of money. I make a lot of money on this TV thing. And I think that teachers are underestimated. It reminded me tonight how humble I am to be amongst people. Y'all give y'all souls to my kids, to the children that just were up here tonight. These kids are up here tonight. And I just want to say, we need to thank you all, and I want everybody to give a clap to the teachers that are out there tonight. You are doing God's work. You're doing God's work for a fraction of what it is that some of these movie stars are making, and it blows me away. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. So I'm very humbled again to be in front of you. When I was in 2nd grade, I had a teacher that wasn't really nice. Actually, she shouldn't have been teaching. Come to think of it. I wish I could remember her name. I can't remember her name. But as I went on to 4th and 5th and 6th grade, I realized that these teachers were influential, and they reminded me of what it was that I wanted, and they encouraged me to do what it is that I'm doing right now. To live my dream, to not be afraid. And I didn't just come this. I didn't, you know, Empire didn't just become. It is because of the teachers that I had. Mr. Simmons in the 6th grade, who told me to, guess what, Lee? You can. I know that the Von Trapp family, they were white. But you know what? You can play him in the school play. You will be him in the school play. There are those teachers that will be etched in my head and that are who I am. And I think that that is the reason why I'm here. I'm here because of my teachers. I just finished this television show that I'm so proud of. It is called Star. And what we do is we get into the foster care system, I like exploring issues that are important, social issues that are important in America today, race relations, gender identification. I'm addressing and tackling the school system and the foster care system in particular with this new show that I have, trying to entertain you through music. And we address teachers. It's so funny, Dr. Mc, that I'm here tonight with all these teachers about my show that you don't know. It's sort of kismet. So I hope you like it. I hope that you will enjoy it. It also makes the white girl feel cool. You know, our lead girl is white, and I really wanted it. It was important to me that she gets some swag up, and I create a new Madonna. Through that though, we're learning about the injustices and the atrocities of the foster care system, and how important it is that social workers and teachers watch and report. So many things are happening right now with our kids, and it's up to these teachers, and they do report, because without that, a lot of kids would be in trouble. This is when that speech should have came in handy, you know what I mean? Dr. Banks, I want to say in closing that, because I ain't got my speech, I want to say that being here in your city, I've never been here before. I'm gonna now figure out what the city's about. It's beautiful. The people are beautiful. The town is gorgeous. And I want to give yourself a hand. Yes, I called you gorgeous. I called you. I want to say in closing that God has put me here for a reason, and that is to tell stories. I know that, not to be a teacher. I wish I had the patience to be a teacher. But to tell stories, and to tell stories that will penetrate your heart and make you think about what's wrong with America. How can we heal America? How can we make America a better place? And there is no right or wrong answer. Everybody's got an answer. But I think we start with love, and we start with compassion, and we start with our kids. And the kids are taught by our teachers. So thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. God bless, and continue to enjoy the evening. And Dr. Banks, what'd you say? What you want me to do? Short? You want it short? I did it too long? Well, okay, what'd I do? Okay. I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to put her on the show. I'm gonna make a commitment to you. I don't know, I'm gonna make a commitment tonight. I don't know hey, didn't y'all have an auction or something? You got a silent auction? Has it happened already? I ain't got that, Dr. Banks. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit there and whisper, and we'll figure out a plan. A, for silent auction, but more importantly, to get you on our show. Thank you for having me.
All right, first I want to acknowledge what an amazing speech that was. Let's give Mr. Daniel a round of applause. Thank you, Mr. Daniel. Huh? Give a round of applause for Mr. Daniel. All right. Now to continue. Our next award is the High Expectation Award. Here to present the award are Brittany Campbell, Kiera Jeremiah, and Timetrius Kimbrough.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This teacher recognizes the importance of high expectations for students. This teacher creates a classroom where high expectations permeate the culture, which is more challenging. A key for this teacher is understanding that high expectations is not just a belief in student potential, but specific actions undertaken to make these beliefs a reality. This teacher demonstrates the highest expectations and shows the students that they expect the most challenging, rigorous, and high-quality work.
Williamson and Blackburn said, Essential to the culture of high expectations is providing students with high levels of support. And the nominees are Eric Greene, Lindsay Russ Keller, and Jessica Salzman.
Other people may not have had high expectations for me, but my teachers always had high expectations for me. And the winner of the High Expectation Award is Lindsay Russ Keller.
Thank you so much. Just want to thank Dr. Banks, of course. 6 years ago, you gave me a great job, and I appreciate it every day. I also want to say Inlet Grove is the best school to work at. Has the best principal, best administrative staff, best teachers, and of course, the best students. And I love all of you. Thank you so much.
I just want to say, while you're looking for a role in your next show for Ms. Dr. Banks, I can take her to the rehearsals. Anything you need, I'm going to give. Just saying. The next award is the Flexibility Award, and here to present that award, DeAndre Somerville, Lindsay Joseph, and Ian Bartlett.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A flexible teacher is the one who can quickly realize a teaching method is not working and change it to accommodate the needs of the student. This teacher realizes life's little glitches and works closely with the student to overcome them.
Hi. This teacher is about not always having a fixed agenda or being rigid, but is known for being flexible, fluid, experimenting, and having the confidence to react to changing circumstances. It's about getting only 10% of what you wanted to get done in class done and still feeling good. It's about deviating from the course syllabus or lecture schedule when there is more and better learning elsewhere. It's about the creative balance between being an authoritarian dictator on the one hand and being a pushover on the other. This teacher migrates between these poles at all times, depending on their circumstances. This teacher knows where they need to be and when. And the nominees for this category are William Durgin, Winnica McLean, and Keith Wright.
A good teacher doesn't duplicate students with their own image in mind. Rather, they have the ability to create students who can develop their own image. And the winner is William Durgin.
Thank you so much. Great. I also had a speech ready, but left it on the plane as well, so that makes two of us. I want to thank Dr. Banks for this phenomenal gala. This is really a class act. I couldn't do what I do without the overwhelming support of my principal, the greatest one in Palm Beach County, Mrs. Terry Ocampo, as well as the rest of my Eagle family. They make what I do easy on a day-to-day basis. But most importantly, I have to thank my wife and my wife Sarah, my daughter Hannah, for allowing me the countless hours away from home to do what I do with the kids and, you know, get the greatest bang for our buck. So thank you so much. I'm honored, and you guys have a great evening.
Our next award is Champion of Reading. Here to present the award are Denise Leake, Tiara Lark, and Michelle DeSizzle.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We all know that unless students master the art of reading, their educational foundation will become very weak. All teachers are reading coaches, but some put forth extra energy to encourage the love of reading and to reinforce the basic skills in order to master the art of reading.
To read is to fly. It is to soar to a point of vantage, which gives a view over wide terrains of history. Human varieties, ideas, shared experiences, and the fruits of many inquiries. And the nominees are Matthew Bizio, David Sikorsky, and Joshua Wigglesworth.
Hello, everyone. Reading expands your breadth of awareness and depth of understanding. And the winner is Matthew Bizio.
I'd first like to thank my teacher, my Hero Award, for putting on this outstanding event. I'd also like to thank the students who nominated for this award. They are truly why I do what I do. I'd also like to thank Palm Beach County School District, and especially Boynton Beach High School and the administration for all the support they've given me through my academic endeavors and my passion in making it come a reality. I'd also like to thank my fiance and my family for always being there for what I wanted to do. Thank you.
And the presenters for our next award, the Positive Authority Figure Award. Presenters are Shaquille Halls, Dalen Menendez-Lopez, and Victoria Villalba.
Good evening. The Positive Authority Figure Award is given to a teacher who has strong convictions and believes all students have the capability to learn. The teacher provides a positive and controlled learning environment to challenge and encourage students to self-motivate themselves. The teacher knows and presents the material well and expects all students to respond in a positive manner.
Many things can wait. We as students cannot. Some students only hear what they do that is wrong. These nominees take the time for the toughest students and look for what they do that is right. These teachers thank students when they see them engage in appropriate behavior and build upon the appropriate behaviors. The teacher may be one of the only people to ever say a word that is encouraging and positive to students. Their words make a difference to students. To us, you cannot say tomorrow. Our name is today. The nominees are Neil Brial, Ashley Cartwright, and Lee Mears.
Malcolm Forbes once said, "Education's purpose is to replace an empty mind with an open one." And the winner is Neil Brial.
I'd like to thank my principal, Principal Van Arsdale, and Mr. Kidd, also our president of our school. And I'd like to thank Dr. Emma Banks. Thank you guys so much for this award, and have a great evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Gia and Gracia, Nandayana Emmanuel, and Tanoy Thames for our last award, the Communication with Parents Award.
Good evening. The Communications with Parents Award goes to a teacher who recognizes that schools and homes have shared goals. Both are committed to the nurturing, development, and education of children. This teacher believes that parents play a crucial role in their children's education, and both parents and teachers must trust each other.
The teacher who communicates with parents is one who acknowledges the changes in the American home. In some families, both parents work outside the homes, including families of school teachers. Yet many of us still think of this common lifestyle as an aberration. Further, millions of school children come from single-parent households. Others live with relatives or in foster homes. The nominees are Rebecca Blair, Joey Lee Franco, and Jean Parlamento.
No school can work well for children if parents and teachers do not act as a partnership on behalf of the children's best interests. Parents have every right to understand what is happening to their children in school, and teachers have the responsibility to share this information without prejudicial judgment. Such communication, which can only be in a child's interest, is not possible without mutual trust between parents and teachers. The secret education lies within communication. The winner is Jean Parlamento.
I always find it interesting what kids appreciate about you, because my kids, on a daily basis, they come into the classroom and complain to me about how their parents already know about what's going on in class and what their homework is before they even know, and that when they get home, their assignment's already on their bed, and mom's already yelling at them why they don't have it done. So I appreciate all the kids that appreciate me for doing that. Thank you.
And we'd like to give a nice applause for the students here tonight, as well as the winners and the nominees. And now for our special awards tonight. Please help me welcome to the stage Marva Johnson, the State Board of Education chairperson, to present the Educational Leadership Award.
And I'm lucky somebody else brought my speech for me. So thank you all for allowing me the opportunity to share this very special evening with you. Teachers do make an incredible difference in our lives. And I was saying earlier, I could list my 6 teachers, but since she's not here, I'll go ahead and throw out Mrs. Starling, my science teacher, for those of you who don't like science. Sheryl Sandberg, the COO of Facebook, once said that leadership is about making others better as a result of your presence and making sure that the impact lasts even in your absence. Tonight, we present the Educational Leadership Award to Keith Oswald, Chief Academic Officer of the School District of Palm Beach County, for making a lasting impact based on his leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming Keith Oswald.
And good evening. And I want to thank you all for this recognition. I really want to thank Dr. Banks. For those of you who know Emma, you know Emma has this spirit, and she really brings out the best in all of us each and every day. And tonight is just another example of this, putting this gala on for teachers, because that's what it's all about. So getting the recognition for the Educational Leadership Award means a lot, because a lot of the teachers here tonight that I worked with many of you in past lives, past roles, you are making the difference for the kids that are up here on this stage. And to me, that's what this award's about. So thank you for what you do each and every day, and thank you, Emma, for what you do for everybody. Thank you.
And I'd also like to welcome to the stage Ms. Devarn Flowers, the Florida Consortium of Charter Schools Board Secretary, to help us present the Charter School Advocate Award with Ms. Johnson.
So tonight's recipient of the Charter School Advocate Award once said, "When we ask for quality public schools, we ask for optimism and opportunity, not pessimism and imprisonment."
Good evening. It's really an honor to be here, having worked with public charter schools for the great majority of my life, and what a great event this is. Tonight I'm honored to present an award to a gentleman who's taken both a partisan and nonpartisan approach to projects involving charter schools and has become the self-appointed advocate for charter schools in this community. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please help me congratulate Mr. Sid Dinerston for his unwavering support of charter schools. Come on up.
Thank you, ladies. Thank everybody, but let me say a couple of words. As quickly as I can. Number one, there are a couple of people I want to thank. There are about 4 or 5 tables of my friends who came to support me and Dr. Banks. I want to give yourselves an applause. God bless you. I appreciate it very, very much. I can't see with the lights. Somewhere right over there is my wife, Esther. She's my wife of 49 years in a couple of weeks. Yeah, exactly. She deserves this prize. And somewhere over there is the chairman of the Republican Party of Palm Beach County, Michael Barnett. Michael, stand up. And Michael's here for the reason that I'm here. Because advocating for charter schools, sadly, never ends. Let me tell you what I mean. This November, they're going to ask us to vote for $1.3 billion for school sales tax. Charter schools will get 0. Every year we pay $2 billion in this county for ad valorem property taxes. Charter schools get 0. Last year we passed a referendum for an additional property tax of $38 million for the school board, for arts and music teachers. Charter schools got 0. You need to understand what's going on in your community. The reason those people do what they do to the charter school community is because you vote for them. And they will continue to do it to you as long as you do vote for them. I'm not here advocating one party or another. I'm here advocating that you treat your vote preciously. And everybody running for anything, bring them into your classroom and say, what have you done for school choice? What have you done for all the young kids who want to have a chance at their shot at the American dream? and then bring in the person running against them so you can get the whole story. And then you folks have an obligation out there to start voting for people who will stand up for your kids today and stand up for your kids tomorrow. And with that, I say there is no finer person in education I've ever met than Dr. Emma Banks. God bless her, and God bless all of you.
And now I would like for Michael Taylor to join us to present the Liz Taylor Scholarship.
Good evening, everyone. Well, first thing I want to say is definitely thank you to Dr. Banks, all of the students, faculty of Inlet Grove Community High School, because I think everyone here would agree that this whole production is an awesome event, and they put their heart and their soul into this each and every year. So I just want to say thank you for allowing us to be able to use this venue in which we can promote education. Recently, I had an opportunity to attend a corporate event which centered around profiles and leadership, and it was kind of an eye-opening moment for myself. They asked the group that was assembled there, name a person or just hold your hand up if you know of a person that is a historical figure that has made an impact on your life. A few people put their hands up. And they said, okay, name a politician, congressman, president, someone of that stature that has made a positive impact on your life. A couple of hands went up there too. But when they asked the question, how many people in here that have had a teacher that has made a positive impact on their life, every single person in that group raised their hands, okay? So my challenge to not only the existing teachers that are out there, but also for the younger teachers that are coming on, the people that are aspiring to be teachers, is to go ahead on and make a difference. And with that being said, the recipient for this year Elizabeth Taylor Scholarship Award for a person that's going to be entering the field of education, and hopefully, definitely, that will continue on to make a difference, is Miss Tyranisha Brown of Boynton Beach Community High School.
I am not Tyranisha Brown, but I am here to accept the award for her. She's an outstanding young lady, dedicated and motivated to be a teacher. So thank you on her behalf for this award.
Now I would like to welcome to the stage Jodeline Altador to assist Miss Johnson in presenting the Trailblazer Award.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A trailblazer is courageous. They do not let anyone define them. They can take up any challenges and rise again in the face of adversity. They are humble and do not take a fear.
Tonight, the Trailblazer Award is being presented to Virginia C. Baker, County Administrator for Palm Beach County, who has paved the way for students in our community.
Daniels, I know your speech is on the plane, but I brought mine on mine. So. But I will be short, it will not be long. First of all, giving honor to God, and a huge thank you to the students on the selection committee of Inlet Grove for selecting me for this honor. Thank you very much. I know that you had others that are just as worthy, but I thank you for selecting me. And Dr. Banks, thank you. Thank you for your leadership at Inlet Grove. You've done an excellent job with the students that we employ, and we also help to send off to college. Teachers are very, very important. I would not be standing here today without the guidance and leadership of my teachers, my guidance counselors, as well as my principals. And I have the good fortune of working with our school board here and our superintendent along with the teachers in the various classrooms and mentoring. So I challenge all of us to reach back and to mentor, because it is important that our kids understand we love them and that we support them and that no dream is too big to achieve. On my last note, I'd like to thank my husband Joe and Jasmine, my daughter, for always being there supportive and sharing me with others even when they don't necessarily want to. I thank you. And Mr. Daniels, on behalf of 1.4 million people here in Palm Beach County, I welcome you to paradise, because that's what we have here in Palm Beach County. We'd like for you to come back to visit. We want you to bring your shows here. We have one-stop permitting for filmmakers. We have a number of filmmaking classes and programs throughout Palm Beach County. So we have a ready pool of employees for you here in Palm Beach County. So bring it home. Thank you again.
And please welcome to the stage Ms. Camilla Lockhart to present the Scholarship Advocate Award with Ms. Johnson.
Sitting Bull once said, "Let us put our minds together and see how we can make a difference with our children." Tonight, we present the Scholarship Advocate Award to a person who has put her mind together and has seen how doing so can provide for our children.
It is with great pleasure that we present the Scholarship Advocate Award to Mrs. Rosalind Sia Baker for her continued support in raising thousands of scholarship dollars for our youth. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the stage Mrs. Rosalind Sia Baker.
Good evening. Thank you very much for this honor. I would like to thank Dr. Banks, of course, who's been one of my mentors since I was probably 3 years old. So if you've ever been to her school and seen her with the big blowhorn, who's seen her with the horn at the school? So she's been in my ear for a long time, but it's always positive. It's always encouraging. And you know, when you have that kind of example, you have to give back. So it's not just something that we do because we can, we do it because we feel an obligation to do it. So thank you, Dr. Banks. Thank you very much to Inlet Grove. Thank you to my family. My parents are here, my sister, my brother-in-law, my brother, my daughters are here, and my wonderful husband who is my supporter and my rock. Thank you very much.
Please welcome to the stage LaCrest Reed from the Office of Independent Education and Parental Choice Florida Department of Education to present along Ms. Johnson the Positive Social Media Advocate Award.
Winston Churchill once said that we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. The next awardee is a great example of making a life by what we give.
This person utilizes his celebrity to bring positive change to the negativity sometimes associated with social media. He promotes youth and others to utilize social media as a positive outlet. The urban community relies on this person to be the voice of their people. Help me welcome and congratulate our 2016 Positive Social Media Advocate, Reggie D.
Hello, good evening. First off, I want to thank God, the mighty man upstairs. I want to thank my mom, who's probably sitting right by him, elbow. I'm saying that's my son. You know, and a big shout out in radio terms to Miss Emma Banks. Man, I love you, and I appreciate everything you do. And since day one, since I met her, I said I will give her my word to do what I can to keep her encouraged to follow through on putting the word out of what she does in the community for her kids and her students. When I first met her, it was in a parking lot of the Inlet Grove that was way over there, where you use the parking lot as a market. And she had the little bullhorn, and, you know, I put on the radio and stuff like that, had a little fun with it, and I watched her from all these years of what she did and all the positive things she's done for her students, and to this day, I love you, and I still will hold my word to do what I can to keep you encouraged to what you're doing. And if you ever think about that, I remember the time that in the back they didn't have a track and field, and her and one of the coaches was out there digging one time just to make a track out there in the back. So if y'all ever get discouraged when you come across those kids that make you think about sugar, honey, iced tea, you just think about Miss Emma Banks, and don't get discouraged, and please give yourself a round of applause for being here for our kids and our students. Thank you.
The next young lady who I'm about to introduce, you all know her. Some call her Mama, some call her Boss Lady, some call her Dr. Banks. But you know her, if she ever calls you, you know you can't say no, right? I mean, how many times have I gotten a call? But Emma, I have to, never mind, yes, Miss Banks. But Emma, I was gonna go, never mind, yes, Miss Banks. There's something about that woman that she can just bring the best out of anybody. She has a talent to be everybody's friend, everybody's mother. You can't say no to her. And and I'll tell you, every time she asks me to do something and I do it, I feel 100% better for doing it. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's ask Miss Dr. Emma Banks, please, to join us, and her administration, Inlet Grove, to join us upstage. She would like for her administration to join her on stage.
Good evening, and again, thank you all. Welcome you again for coming. But I just want to say to you that none of this could happen without the people you see on the stage here, as well as God Almighty, and as well as my children, my son, Cloda Banks Jr., who will never say no to me, my daughter, Monica Banks, who will say no, but then I have to tell her who is the boss. And then my daughter, Kimberly, who have a flippable lip, but she will do it after she tell me why she shouldn't do it. But anyway, and my granddaughter, Maya, as well as my daughter-in-law, Tracy. And I just want to say thank you all very much for being supportive of me. Unfortunately, tonight, my husband would be here, but he's in the hospital. So I just ask you all to pray for him, please, that he survives. But this next award that we will be, what I would like to present, as well as my staff here, my administrative staff, is the Higher Height Award. Now, Lee, I'm telling the truth this time. I really, really lost mine. I didn't say you did not. Okay? All right. Okay? All right. That's my joke with you. But anyway, this Height Award is for a student who was a former student of ours. And they graduated from college, and they went on to, say they graduated from high school, went to college, and while they were in college, they came back and helped students at our school and helped students in the community. They also, when they graduated from college, they came back and they worked for us. After they worked for us, they went to her things, and I would say better, good things, I would say, because they were our athletic director, which was the youngest in the state of Florida. The kids loved him, and we are going to miss this person because he was a mentor for our students at our school, as well as in the community. So on behalf of my administrators and myself, Mr. Terry Braden, would you please come to the stage?
Well, it's bittersweet. Inlet Grove gave me a chance that many schools didn't. I first started at Suncoast. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I first like to say thank you, God, for this opportunity. And second, I'd like to say thank you to my godmother, Dr. Schulers, my beautiful mom that is here, my girlfriend, and her mother here as well. But one thing about Inlet Grove, it gave me a chance. I was the youngest head football coach last year, and I just received the job opportunity at Bethune-Cookman College, coaching quarterbacks. Yeah. And I was a kid, and this might don't sound right, but an I can't student. And what I mean by that is a short story I like to tell that I tell my football players. It was a little boy outside playing, throwing the ball up and down, up and down. But meanwhile, it was a grandma across the street. There's always somebody across the street watching. And she was watching and looking, and the little boy finally threw the ball up, and it got stuck in the tree. So his mother and his father's nowhere around, and he looked around, looked left, looked right, and he climbed the tree. And while he was coming down, his mother came outside. And she said, "How did you get the ball out?" And the old grandma, you know, like grandmas, they come across the street. And she said, She said, "I'll tell you how he got it out, because nobody was around to say that he can't." And one thing about it, Dr. Banks was my principal, Ms. Lockhart was my teacher, Ms. Myszkowski was my teacher, well, he's the principal, and Ms. Bell, she helped me out a lot. And there's a lot of students here, and I learned to show empathy as a supporting staff at Inlet Grove. And one thing about it, you always have to show empathy because they come from a lot of backgrounds. And I was the I can't student because I was always told I can't play quarterback, I can't pass FCAT, I can't make it to Howard University. But with all those I can't, I had a vision on my board, and I prayed to the Lord every day, and I did it. And I graduated from Tuskegee University, and Tuskegee University. And it was Mother's Day. My mother lost a son before I was born, and he had scholarships to Miami University, Michigan, Penn State. He was top notch. And one thing I said, I will give my degree to my mom on Mother's Day, and that's what I did. So no matter what you do, I always believe that you can, and you will. Nothing is good nor bad, but thank you, make it so. Thank you very much.
Okay, I would like for Chief Clarence William, would you please come to the stage? And our two officers, would you please come? Okay, now Lee, I want you to know I can't compete with you, but I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna run, okay? And if I fall, I'm gonna stand up and try again, okay? Actually, I want to just give you all a little preview of a project that Inlet Grove is working with well, not students, but dropouts in Riviera Beach. We often wonder why we have so much crime. We wonder why students are using drugs. And we as adults, we always say why students drop out of school. But we never get an opportunity to ask them why they drop out of school. We never ask them, what can we do to get you back in school? What can we do to get you back on track? What can we do to make sure that you be successful in life? Because no one of us, not one of us, here on the stage or out there, would like for students, or like for someone to take things from us, to commit a crime in our area or anywhere. So what we have chosen to do is to work with Riviera Beach Police Department and Chief Clarence William. There are three more officers, and to come up with a project, a documentary called Street Talk. And basically what it is, where we're taking students out in the city of Riviera Beach and interviewing them, trying to find out what can we do to get them off the street, what can we do to make them very successful. And I know I went to one department once, they asked them to help, and they warned me it's a very dangerous job. But I always tell people, life is a risk. We all take a risk. So whatever I do it for the children, and As I always tell the district all the time, I retired in 2003. So what I do it because I want to. I want to help kids. And I have a group of people here on the stage who have been so diligent and working with me to do that. So what I'm going to show you is just a little small sizzle of a little project that we are going to try to do, Mr. Danny. And I hope you don't let me fall. But if I fall, I want you to pick me up, okay? Because otherwise, okay? All right, you got my back. Okay, so if you would show that, Sizzler, and these are the officers here, Officer Terrell, Officer Morton, are the ones who are out there in the trenches helping us with that. And
I was 9 years old, I got assaulted.
A lot of the kids at school were bullying Fanaya about the assault. Individually, she dropped out.
I got mad at this girl, and I went to the bus stop and I maced her. And I came back home, and the girl called the Riviera Beach police on me, and they sent them to my house. And the police came and they arrested me.
Her mom didn't speak English, so I was a Haitian-speaking personnel on duty at the time, and that's how I met her.
When I was 14, I got into another fight. I was charged with assault and battery. It was horrible because I maced her and I started beating on her, and afterwards I came home. The Riviera Beach police came again, and the paramedics was out here, the ambulance was out here, and they had to rush the girl to the hospital. And I felt bad for doing that. Anger leads you into a lot of things that you don't mean. Fighting don't bring us nowhere in life.
It's going on 5 years since I've been at Riviera Beach, and I've seen a difference in her. The times that I've met her or dealt with her, she's been doing pretty good. I know definitely her mom wants her to do good, being that, you know, she was born in Haiti, brought her here to America.
Aux États-Unis, je suis pour faire un bon monde dans le pays parce que nous devons pour l'école. L'arrivée à l'école pour faire bon, l'arrivée à l'école pour respecter tout le monde, pour pas faire des ordres.
She has that support from her mom. Even though the language barrier, the mom doesn't understand the culture that much of the American way. But I know definitely that Benya's mom, she supports her. She has dreams for her daughter.
M'ba mettre m'te espoir non parce que m'la m'a prié, m'di bon Dieu, bonne chance pour Fania vinn entrer dans moi-même que j'en besoin nan.
She wants to be something in life and prove her mom that, hey, I know I started rough, but now I'm here and I'm able to do what I need to do. And at the end of the day, that she's gonna make her mom proud.
I had just had an incident with Fanaya. She had ran away from home. I took the time to stop and ask Fanaya what was going on at home. I seen a tear roll down her face, and then she just laid it all out to me. She was tired of the life that she was living, and she wanted better. Now that she's getting counseling, she's ready to go back to school.
Somebody knock on the door, I would assume it's just the police here for her. But now when they knock on the door, they're here to help her out.
So I know you said you want to go into nursing, and one thing about going into nursing, man, you can do whatever you want. By me stopping and listening to what Fanaya had to say, she realized, okay, I'm not there just to arrest her. I'm there to listen to what she has to say and be that support that she needs to move on.
It's very sad for the Riviera Beach have to call my mom. She pray to God that it don't be me.
If I gave you an opportunity to attend school here, would you take advantage of it? Yes, ma'am. And as you walk along your journey, you're gonna fall. But you gotta get up and you gotta keep moving.
I am ready to change my life around.
So this is what we're trying to do. We need your support. You have a little envelope on your desk, on your table. If you would like to give a contribution to help us complete this project, we would appreciate it. Thank you.
Now we would like for all the recipients and principals to stand and remain standing. So stand up. Stand up. This is for you. Please welcome to the stage Rakim Williams, Donasia Wilson, and Kevin Higgins.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Are you guys all excited to be here today? I know I am. I'm really excited to be here. I want to thank Dr. Banks and all the trouble that I put up through. I want to thank her for putting up with me and still loving me through everything. It's my pleasure to present to you this honor. This song that we worked so hard for, we wrote it and we made the track and we had to practice and practice and practice and practice. And it's for teachers that we appreciate, teachers that weren't singled out here tonight, teachers that work daily to understand children like me, children like her, children like him, children like all of us that love and appreciate us like their own. It's for teachers like that. So if you all would stand and it's time to boogie, so everybody stand. This is where the fun part comes in. So, we want to make sure all the microphones are turned on first.
Hello, hello.
Yours on?
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Yes, hello. It's on.
Where's the other one? I had 3. Oh. Hello. Okay.
Let's do this.
Can you turn the volume up on? Okay. Okay. We make sure everything is right.
Hello.
This is a special presentation. We want everybody to enjoy it. Okay? Whenever the music is ready. Could you turn it up a little bit, please?
You gotta take a chance, so go and roll them dice. Keep the same flow, but add a little spice.
I just want you to know that you're my hero. I just want you to know.
Tommy,
could you turn the music up a little on? I just want you to know that you're my hero. I just want you to know.
Time and time again, I just want you to know. 2015 was a hard year, full of racism, gun violence, and death fears. But you kept me focused, my teacher, my hero, yes you did. You kept my pen on the page and helped me channel my rage. You told me everything happens for a reason. This is the season, stop cheating yourself, consider it treason. Don't keep no reasons. The past is past, live in the moments. You climbing through them blasts so fast. Life is like an elevator, it has its ups and downs. But when I came in your class, you turned my life around. That's why I thank you. I thank you day and night. You helped me win this fight. You helped me win in life. The survivor to my fittest, who helped me keep on with it. You gotta take a chance, so go and roll them dice. Keep that same flow, but add a little spice. I can't wait to see our name up in lights.
And I just want you to know that you're my hero.
Time and time again, I just want you to know.
And I just want you to know that you're my hero. I just want you to know.
Time and time again, I just want you to know.
I think your teachers want to all
of you teachers, give yourself a round of applause.
I showed you my flaws and you helped me stand tall.
I showed you my flaws and you made me stand tall.
When time and time again I heard the pain that's inside of me.
You put me in check to make my dreams a reality.
Yeah,
but people tell me slow down,
yeah.
This how it's supposed to be. You said this ain't how it's supposed to be.
This ain't your destiny.
Look at these bitches, stop hiding behind these
walls of steel.
Cause one day they will rust and the truth will be revealed. When a brother kills a brother or daughter killed the mother.
Why did that addicted to drugs, man, he just want another.
You kept my head on straight, kept me from going
yeah,
under. That's why I thank you. I thank you in my struggles, the survivor to my fittest, who helped me keep on with it. It's because of you that I'll make it big.
And I just want you to know that you're my hero. I just want you to know.
Time and time again, I just want you to know.
And I just want you to know that you're my hero. I just want you to know.
Time and time again, I just want you to know.
I just want you to know that you're my hero. I just want you to know.
Time and time again, I just want you to know. If I never said thank you, I do it right now. Every one of you teachers, everyone in the crowd. I sat on the beach just like a Hasselhoff, but you can call me NASA cause I'm blasting off. And I know I'm not a king, but I'm feeling like a sire. My teacher, my hero, you feel my empire. Tired of being in the struggle, tired of being under fire. At the end of the tunnel, but it still don't seem to light up. Light to my darkness, who put me out the struggles. I thank you day and night. My teacher, my hero, you helped me win this fight. You helped me win that life. I thank you day and night. You helped me with my strides. They said I'm experiencing. I'm guessing I'm a lab rat. They said I'm designed to fail, so my dreams, I should just pass that. Well, I ain't having that. Georgia said just keep it back. The land to tear you down and eat you up just like some Apple Jacks.
And I just want you to know that you're my hero. I just want you to know.
Time and time again, I just want you to know.
And I just want you to know that you're my hero. I just want you to know.
Time and time again, I just want you to know.
Thank you, teachers. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Whew, I told you you're going to have a good time tonight, didn't I? Yep. I would like to present or welcome Dr. Barbara Schuler, the president of Inlet Grove Community High School Foundation, Inc., to the stage tonight.
Good evening. This has been a wonderful night, hasn't it been for you? A wonderful night. And as I look out and see those of you who have remained with us, we thank you. We know we've had a long evening, but we thank you for staying with us until the end. We'd like to, first of all, give thanks to those wonderful, fabulous young people who came out here and performed tonight. Weren't they great? And you know, it's not easy to speak before people, but they did it tonight, didn't they? We'd also like to thank Ms. Rosier, who's been with us every year at this Inlet Grove Gala, and her partner, Mr. Grayson Greene. Where is he? Did he leave us? Give him a round of applause, the student that assisted her. He was fabulous. He was really great. I am the chair of the Inlet Grove Foundation, and I love working with Emma Banks. She's done a fabulous job, and you can't stay around Emma unless you work, because she is going to work you. You found out that tonight, right, Lee? I've been working with her since I've been in Palm Beach for 10 years, and it's been a pleasure, because she's a worker bee, so you don't mind working with people who love to work. And so thank you, Emma, for that. She was the producer of this 11th annual gala, and she did a fabulous job. This has been a beautiful evening. I was a teacher in my other life. I also was inspired by a teacher, and I am who I am today because of the wonderful teachers that I had, and so I give thanks to God for them. I'd like for Mr. Lee Daniels to join me, please. We have a little token of appreciation. Come. I see Emma standing with me. First of all, we would like to tell you that you have a great fan base here in Palm Beach County. Doesn't he have? I know. Great fan base. I know many of you rush home to see Empire, don't you? Even those of you who are not of the hip-hop generation. But we thank you, and we admire you, and we say that you're an awesome person for the accomplishments that you've made. And so tonight we'd like to give you a little token of appreciation, because we love you for what you have done to inspire others to be the best. And you are the best. You are one of the best. Thank you. Give him a great round of applause again. We are so proud that he accepted the invitation to come to Inlet Grove. And because of that, we're going to give him this little token of appreciation. But more importantly, we're going to ask him to accept to be an honorary member of our board, because we know he loves kids and he loves to inspire kids. So would you accept that? Oh, he accepted everybody in public, so he has accepted. Emma said he had no choice. Okay, come. And Emma has the award, and here it is.
Oh, it's too
it's heavy? It's too partial.
Yes.
So this is what we give him to keep in front of him every day, to let him know that he has to continue to.
Man, my glasses. Oh, that's so
So even
nice.
if you had brought your speech, you couldn't have.
No, I couldn't. Because I didn't bring the speak. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you very much. You know, this woman is a gangster. I have decided she's a hustler and she's a gangster. And I have fallen in love with her. I have, in a matter of hours, having everybody speak about her. I saw this little woman up in my hotel running. I thought she was O.J. Simpson running fast. She was running down the hallway. She had more energy than the Energizer Bunny. This has been a wonderful experience, and I cannot thank you enough. You know, if every teacher I had was as inspirational as you, I think I'd probably be president. I mean that. I mean that. You are just your energy, what you exude, what besides the gangster.
Okay. Well, my staff tell me that sometimes, but that's okay. It's all for the children.
And you know what? Also, I'm gonna say a prayer for your husband tonight. I'm gonna say a prayer for your husband tonight. God bless you, and God bless you all tonight.
And thank you for joining us. Ladies, please go to the auction and please help us out with the auction. We thank you, we love you, and we'll see you next year for the 12th annual gala for Inlet Grove and other schools in this county, to say thank you to teachers. Thank you and good night.